fantastic, amazing Monday morning. You're joined by Diana Master and my beautiful co-host, Aina Riza Rizzle, the sexiest of the sexy. What's good, my girl?
I'm good. Never been better.
Never been better.
Everything is amazing.
It is, isn't it?
Man, life is good.
Life is so good. I understand that LG ad where they were like, LG, life's good. Because life is amazing.
I think when you start to think life is good, life really becomes
good. Gaslight yourself into thinking.
Well, let's quickly take a short commercial break. We will be right back. Please do stay with us.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican Street Sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
We do apologize for that. We were experiencing some technical difficulties, but nevertheless, before we were saying that life is good and we're saying that sometimes you should just gaslight yourself into certain things because, again, like you said, if you start to believe certain things, those things become a reality.
Yeah, and just before I comment on that, we will be running a competition right here on Smell the Coffee, and you stand a chance to win dairy products, and then we will let you know starting tomorrow how you can become the lucky winner.
Yes.
But to bring the conversation back, there's a word that says the words that proceeds out of your mouth, they do not return void. They actually achieve what you intend them to achieve. So you can't just be speaking gibberish, just throwing words out there. I saw a funny meme. Apparently, it was a group of Christian friends.
Yeah.
And so then somebody made a funny joke, and the other one laughed, I'm dead. And the other one was like, no. The power of life and death lies in the tongue. You're not dead. You are alive.
Yes, in Jesus' name, you're alive. You're not dead. No, I honestly believe.
That reminded me of that.
Yes, because really what we say does have power. I remember my friend said to me the other time that, Dana, you shouldn't even say things like, I don't like peace, I like problems. Don't ever say that. Rebuke that. So, like we are saying, life is absolutely
even
great.
Within our problems and in the midst of our problem, life is still good.
Life is still good.
I think that's the energy that you should carry. Always speak life. Even when you are sick, you know you have cancer, you know you have diabetes. You don't say I'm sick.
No.
You say I am healed.
I am healed.
Yes.
I am healed and I'm fine and I'm going to overcome this.
Yes.
It's all about what you believe and what you say. Don't just also say it, believe it as well. Believe, like, okay, you know what? You would know because you do your daily affirmations, right?
Not today. I struggled.
Me.
Today my alarm went on at 3 and I said, okay, I said three words. And then I slept, and then something woke me up again, and then I started over again, and then I slept again, and then I started over. Today I was fighting until I just said, you know what?
It's fine, it's okay. But hey, you can also just say them throughout the day.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to, like your
To
day
wake
is
up.
not ruined just because you didn't do them in the morning. You can always say them throughout the course of the day. I know for a fact my daughter, one of the affirmations that she always says is, God's favors on my life.
Love.
I taught her that. So every time when I drop her off, I say, Navea, remember, she's she's like, God's favor is on my life. I'm like, amen. Things like that. Because again, you start to believe, okay, you know what? Yes, God's favor is actually on my life.
Yeah.
You know, I am the head and not the tail. I am a lender and not a borrower. Things like that. They actually motivate you and you actually start moving different. You start acting different. So from today onwards, stop even making those silly jokes. And even the songs that you sing.
Yes.
You have to remember that, again, you are speaking these things. You are professing these things. So be careful about the songs that you're singing, because that time you're singing, oh, I'm so broke, I don't have money. Next thing, you don't have money and you're wondering, why don't I have money?
Because you said it, you continuously say
You
it.
continuously say it.
Yeah.
So start listening to positive things. If not music, listen to podcasts, things that are just going to help you feel better about yourself, things that are going to help you to start to see yourself in a better light.
Yeah.
And things that are going to help you have a great day and a great life. Remember, it's not a bad life, it's just a bad day in a great life. All right, on that note, we'll be taking a quick ad break and getting into our top stories when we come back.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nhcom.na.
Now you've heard of Fenty Beauty, you've heard of Savage by Fenty. Now get ready for Fenty Hair. Yes, Rihanna took to Instagram to share the news that Fenty Beauty will now be bringing out a hair care range which will be dropping on June 13th. In a campaign video showcasing a variety of hair types and textures, including her new honey blonde pixie cut, the Fenty Beauty founder gave her adoring fans a sneak peek into her newest product line. A new family is moving in, wrote the 36-year-old businesswoman. Fenty Hair is pulling up and it's time to finally have the hair experience you've been waiting for. The mom of two went on to explain that her hair care range will focus on hair repair products that will work for all types of hair. You know how much switching up my hair matters to me, she continued. I've had almost every texture, color, length, from weaves to braids to natural, so I'm launching a flexible line of products not only for every hair want, but every single product is designed to strengthen and repair all types of hair, which is what we truly need. It's time to play and get stronger by the style.
That hairstyle that she has now, the short pixie cut, is that her own hair or is that a wig? Because there's a whole debate going on. Some people are saying it's a wig. Then she put out pictures on Twitter where she's washing that hair. I don't know, and people are like, yeah, those of you that were saying this is a wig, look at this hair now. I don't know.
It looks like hers. Can we just get that other picture with the bluish turquoise background? Like you will see in that one.
Yeah.
No, the other one. You will see it looks like her hair. Can you see?
Yeah, it does look like her hair.
It looks like her hair. It looks like it's just been
Maybe
straightened, yeah.
Evenly styled.
Evenly styled.
And
I think it's her hair. I honestly think it's her hair.
Rihanna is definitely not going to give us an album ever again.
Didn't you see it? She stepped out
with I'm retired. Yeah.
And everyone went into a frenzy. And it's like, honestly speaking, I feel like Rihanna just used music to launch her passion.
Yes.
Music, I don't think, she probably did like music, but I don't think that was her main focus.
I think she outgrew it.
She either outgrew it or she just used that as a stepping stone. She's like, you know what? Once I build a name for myself, it's going to be easier to sell these other things that I'm actually passionate about. Because I think she's been passionate about fashion
and business
since she was very, very young.
Yeah.
So I honestly feel like, yes, music was just a way in. And And a lot of the times, really, it is just about finding your way in.
So like the hair care range of Beyonce, what does it focus on since Rihanna
Yeah.
is repair?
So I actually came across a thread the other day where people were coming for Beyonce and saying Beyonce just launched a hair care range for the sake of launching a hair care range.
Really?
Like they were comparing that to Rihanna, saying that at least with Rihanna is actually telling you what her product does. Beyonce is launching a hair care range so that you buy it just because it's Beyonce. You
'Cause
get
I
what
don't
I'm
know
saying?
what it does. Is it just hair or what? Is
Yeah.
it just the shampoo?
I didn't actually-
Shampoo that does what?
That's the thing.
Is
So this
shampoo
thread,
that elongates my hair?
or like
or
what are the benefits? So this person was basically saying, I want to buy a product not because of a celebrity, not
yeah.
because a celebrity's name is attached to it, but because I want to know that it actually does something. You'll see that with Fenty Beauty, the reason people ran to Fenty Beauty was because it was the first ever range with so much inclusivity when it came to shades. Because I think it has 44 shades?
Yeah.
Which is the
You
widest
found
range.
your color there.
It's somehow, somewhere you will find your color.
Yeah.
So that's what this, I forgot who it was, but she basically was coming for Beyonce and saying, tell us what your product does. Why should we buy your product? At least with Rihanna, she's saying you must buy my product because you get these benefits. It repairs damaged hair.
Yeah.
Whereas with Beyonce's product, you're buying it because it's Beyonce's product.
But oh well, congratulations to Riri. I don't know if it launches in Africa, I'll definitely be buying. I don't know, maybe that's like after some 2 years, but you know, I'll be relocating soon, so I'll definitely buy it.
Yes, love.
I like Rihanna. I'm one to buy her things.
I respect Rihanna.
Yeah.
I respect her hustle. I love everything
So
about
I'll
Rihanna.
definitely be buying that. Now moving over to our next story, adults and teens concerned about their screen time are turning their smartphones for dumber models. Buried in the setting of many smartphones is the option to look up how much on average you are staring at your phone per day. It can bring an uncomfortable realization that what was supposed to be a useful piece of technology has become an obsession. Social media is built around the fear of missing out, so I felt like I couldn't get off it, says 16-year-old Luke Martin from Canada, who told the BBC. Instantly, I got Instagram and it was a downward spiral. Luke is not alone. According to a study by Harvard University, using social networking sites lights up the same part of the brain that is also triggered when taking an addictive substance. This has raised concerns about phone habits among the youth. In the UK, research by Ofcom estimates that around a quarter of children aged 5 to 7 years old now have their own smartphones. Links have been shown in some studies between the use of social media and the negative effect on mental health, especially in children. Some campaigners want age limits to be introduced for smartphone use. Others, like Luke, are choosing to swap their smartphones for much simpler devices called dumb phones. His new phone only has text, calls, maps, and a fewer limited tools. My friend's usage is like 4 to 5 hours, I think, and that's how much mine used to be before I got this. Now, my usage is like 20 minutes a day, which is really good because I only use it for what I need it for. Parents are also turning to dumb phones, not only for their children, but also help themselves be more present to their families.
You know, I was actually trying to check out how long my screen
Screen
time
time,
was.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes, I think every Sunday I get a
report?
notification, like a report to say you spent 1 hour 50 minutes more than last week, or like 1 hour 50 minutes less than last week. My phone gives me like a report. So I was trying to see how long I spent, and I actually do agree. A lot of us, we've become so used to
Being on TikTok,
being on Instagram, being on WhatsApp, whatever it may be. So, and sometimes we actually do it subconsciously. Have you noticed that if you leave your phone somewhere, or like it's charging, you're there like, what do I do with my hands? Because you're so used to, if you're not responding to someone, you're on Instagram, or you're doing something on your phone. Our phones have become our laptops. They've become everything.
Oh, everything,
You have your
yeah.
bank there, you have your emails there,
True,
everything
though,
is on your
true.
phone, right? Even, okay, fine, I'm not going to watch DSTV on the TV, but I can watch it on my phone.
Yeah, like me, Showmax is on my phone.
You see, I don't want to go on my laptop to do my internet banking. I can do it on my phone.
I don't want to go on my laptop to type my assignment. Microsoft Google Docs is
Is
on my phone.
Everything is literally on our phones.
Yeah.
And I understand that, yes, it was made so that our lives can become more
Easier.
convenient. But then again, it's become that one thing whereby we've become so focused and so attached to our phones. So am I saying I will switch to a dumber device? No, not in the nearest.
I would switch
future.
to a dumber device if I'm like doing a fast.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that I understand. Because you remember, when was it? Was it last week when I was doing my assignment? And then I was like, I don't understand how you people can type on your phones. If I'm typing something that's serious, I need to be on my laptop or
Nah,
PC
fair.
or something. I can't because I need the full features. I don't want to be opening these many little things. I just want to have everything there. Like, okay,
On
fine.
display.
You know? So I will not be moving to a dumber device anytime soon. I can tell you that. What I can do, though, is maybe uninstall some apps or set daily limits or something along
Those
those
daily
lines.
limits don't work because you just cancel them.
I've seen
I
you.
know.
I've seen you.
I have it like I have 15 minutes a day per app, but as soon as the reminder comes on, I just cancel
Yeah,
and then I
I've
continue.
seen you. And I even asked you, I was like, Nachomi, why did you even put it on in the first
I
place?
thought like, maybe I can, but like it's just the most useless thing ever.
It is, but like you're saying, especially when you're maybe fasting, it would be a good idea to switch. But if you're someone that heavily relies on your phone, not for social media, but for other things like your emails, I would say don't switch.
Yeah.
Because you're actually doing something productive. You're responding to work emails, you're doing your business on your phone.
Yeah.
But if you are just constantly YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, then
Yeah,
it'll be a good
it's
idea
pointless.
to dumb it down.
All right, after the break, we return with an exciting interview.
Attention kids, we have some exciting news for you. We are back and this year we are planning on going big. So listen up. If you are in grade 3, grade 2, grade 1 or pre-primary, we are bringing your free school workbooks to you soon. This is all you need to know about where you can find your books. Books will be available for free in Republican Street Sale newspapers and all Namibian Sun newspapers. And for all pre-primary kids out there, your books will be delivered to your school in all 14 regions of Namibia. And there's more. Pre-primary books will also be printed in 9 different languages. Check out when your book will be available from the schedule right here. That's not all. Our free online school is there to help you along the way with video lessons and more books to download. You can also follow along on NTV every Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 11:30 for your daily online school lesson. We thank all our sponsors who are helping to build a brighter future for Namibia. Contact us at info@acdtrust.com and follow us on Instagram.
Today I am at the Dagbreek School grounds and I'm here chatting with Miss Ndunge Yambo. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Now let's get into today's business. I understand that the Disability Day is on the 10th of June. Why is it important for us to raise awareness on disabilities?
You know, I absolutely love that question because it's a question that, even though it sounds so obvious, it's one that's very integral.
Yeah.
Raising awareness on disability of any sort, Dagbreek deals primarily with intellectual and learning disabilities and disorders. But generally, raising awareness is so key in this that you impart a knowledge, an experience of what is unknown to the average person. You allow, again, like I said, a knowledge to knowing that there are people living differently, not by choice really, but differently from what you and I would live on a daily. They are limited because of what they are able to do, what they are not able to do, and they have to find alternative ways of making life work for them that make sense in the same way that you and I would go about our daily business.
Yeah.
So raising awareness, really also giving that knowledge, allows for an opportunity for those living with disabilities to have access, right? To have a voice, to be acknowledged where they would otherwise be undermined or ignored, and just not have open doors as well. So we need to have the understanding so that we're able to successfully integrate them into our working societies. Yes.
Love that. All right, tell us about what Dagbreek is doing currently, to raise awareness. Are there any projects that you guys are currently running in communities, maybe to raise awareness on disabilities with, the parents perhaps, the children's friends perhaps? What is Dagbreek doing?
Well, in terms of raising awareness, we raise awareness about the school, that there is such a school available.
Okay.
But in terms of raising awareness for disabilities, our children are already the community of children living with learning disabilities and disorders. So what we do is our awareness is primarily focused on support.
Okay.
Because our school cannot run like the average mainstream school. We have special needs, and that those special needs need to be catered for in a manner that though state really tries, is not able to cater entirely, right? I'll use, for instance, the example of wheelchairs. It's a very basic example.
Yeah.
But you have children who are wheelchair bound, and we need to seek sponsorship for those wheelchairs. So we need to raise awareness for either monetary sponsorship or for the actual tangible material or tools to support these children. There is so much more. So when we're raising awareness, it's really for support to run the school so that we're able to cater to the needs of the school.
Ensure the children with disabilities lead positive and successful lives?
I'm so loving your questions. We are, and I love saying this, we are an asset-based school.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That we look at what the child is strong at, what most capable at. And that is what we invest in. We are not deficit-based, where mainstream is. They look at what is the child not able to do and how can we help improve. By default already of being a child with a disability, you already have that inability to do a number of things. So we seek out what the child's assets are, strong points are, and we nurture those. So if we then discover that child C is very good at singing, that's what we then groom the child into, okay? One that is fond of animals, I mean, we've got we've got a whole farm on the other side of the school, and then you groom them in that area. So we've got many different activities that, once identifying the child's, I mean, from the initial stage, we expose them to so many things so that we're able to pick up where they're strong at.
Yeah.
And as they go further into our phases, we call them phases, not grades, into our phases, we then start, segregating them into the different areas that they have shown most keenness in.
goes well, that ends well. Do remember today is going to be a fantastic, amazing, awesome day because you got to start it with Dana Master and Aina Raizakweyo on Smell the Coffee. We'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then,